Don't make moi moi until you've watched this video. Hello lovelies, in today's video I'll be showing you a detailed step-by-step process of how to make delicious moi moi from scratch, including the easiest way to peel beans and how to properly preserve your already washed beans if you're not making the moi moi immediately. Back then, once you wash your beans, you have to use it right away or it will spoil. But now, there's a simple way to store it for later use. So first, you measure your beans and soak in enough water for 1 hour. Mine was ready in about 45 minutes, maybe because of the type of beans I used. I promise you, it doesn't need to be soaked overnight. Few people have argued this, saying the peel is hard to remove. But growing up, we never soaked beans overnight for moi moi. In fact, over soaking can make it harder for the skin to come off properly, especially if you want that smooth, clean moi moi texture. The overnight soaking method is more common with porridge beans. I've heard it helps reduce certain preservative and toxins found in market beans. After soaking, pour the beans into a blender or food processor and add water. The water level should be well above the beans. Then pulse the blender in short bursts, about 1 to 2 seconds each, for 5 to 7 times per batch. Like, if you don't understand what I mean, I'm trying to say on and off the blender, on and off it within 1 to 2 seconds. Think like vroom vroom, not vroom. If not, you end up blending your beans without washing yet and end up breaking them up unnecessarily. Even if it breaks when you are trying to like wash it, it's not going to break as much if you put it on pulse, like that 1 to 2 seconds, compared to just leaving it. You get what I mean, right? Hope you're following. Just follow accordingly and you'll get it right. Once you're done with this, rinse with water using a strainer or filter to wash your beans. The beans skin will flow to the top, making it easy to separate. I'm going to put a detailed measurement in the description box because these beans surprised me. So I shot lots of videos the day I made this, and I was also trying to work with time. So when I was measuring my beans, I think I lost count. I'll have to put a detailed measurement. This beans is too much. Though beans is bound to rise, but you get what I mean. You can see how easy it is to wash, right? Just put water and strain it. The shaft will definitely float up. Then you just strain it and discard the shaft from the normal beans. If this doesn't look fast to you, that's because I'm recording and I'm trying to teach you and show you every single step of the way. If not, I guarantee you it's fast. But at the same time, you get is moi moi. So just be patient. After repeating this process to make your beans clean, you may still notice a few bean skin left behind, and that's perfectly fine. You can remove them if you want, but they are usually insignificant as long as you've washed your beans properly. I sincerely didn't make this moi moi the day I washed these beans because I had other things to do. Now, for those who want to preserve the peeled beans for a few days or prep ahead, drain out all excess water using a strainer or a filter. You can also dab the beans lightly with a paper towel to absorb extra moisture. Once there is no more dripping water, transfer the beans into an airtight container or a Ziploc bag and store in the freezer, a properly functioning freezer. Then simply bring it out when you're ready to use it. We are making progress. The ministry is moving. So to the fun part, we're using red bell peppers, chili peppers, scotch bonnet pepper, carrot, yellow, this is the yellow scotch bonnet pepper. Then the red bell pepper and the chili pepper is also known as tatashi and shombo for those in Nigeria. Then we're using ginger and garlic and onions. The yellow scotch bonnet pepper is hot, so if you don't want that heat in your food, no need to use it. And all these peppers help with, especially the red bell pepper and the chili pepper, it helps with coloring. Some people use coloring in their food. No need to do that. Just use these peppers, wash it properly, remove the seeds to prevent your moi moi from. Then some hard-boiled eggs, raw egg, 1 raw egg. This is to make it fluffy. Crayfish, fish, you can use sausages, you can use any protein of choice for garnishing and taste and flavoring to give your moi moi more taste. And then this is my frozen beans, the one I brought out of the freezer. So I'm going to rinse it and then we'll start blending. So time to blend. For the sake of this video, for representation purposes, I'm going to like put everything inside the blender. But I kid you not, if your blender is not heavy duty, do not try it. Disclaimer, don't. Before you say, hey, this YouTuber has made me spoil my blender. Even this blender I'm using is not strong enough, so you just go in bit by bit. But if your blender is strong enough, the way I'm going to show it here, you just put everything, all the ingredient, everything, and blend it. Blend that thing to incorporate air and make it fluffy and airy. So behind the camera, I blended mine bit by bit because the blender is not strong enough. So, and then I poured everything into one bowl to mix it properly and adjust the seasoning. This carrot is for flavoring and to also enhance the color, the taste you get. After blending bit by bit and then you've poured everything in your bowl, you could actually blend again, this time larger quantity, because you know it has already turned into like semi-liquid form. You get it has turned into a batter, so you can blend it to incorporate more air. It makes it more fluffy and airy and yummy and nice to eat. Here I already blended with the peppers and onions and carrots, so I'm going in with my crayfish powder. I'm going in with seasoning cube, salt, vegetable oil, then that egg, I'm adding it now. You know, it was a struggle blending this with this blender, so now that's turned into a batter, like it's easier so that we can incorporate that air, and like the egg helps with making it fluffy. Actually, some people put more eggs. At this point, everything has been incorporated. Like I have added every single thing. So you see, you just add it into this bowl and mix it. Just mix it, like fold it in. So this batter can also be used to make akara, like completely, like the same process to make your akara. But for moi moi, the moi moi batter is more liquidy. Don't make your moi moi batter to be runny because it will be so hard to get done from the fire. But the akara batter is thicker than the moi moi batter. That's what you should know. It totally skipped my mind. If not, I would have just put oil in the pan and fry some akara, some bean cake. I don't know that name. It's known as akara sha in Nigeria. So I saw this pouch at a store. Like I didn't even plan to make moi moi, but I saw the pouch and I decided to get it. I was like, okay, you know the way you get things for like when you want to use it. Normally, it is most healthy to use tins like cans. At least, okay, in the olden days they use like milk, like they use these tins and cans. But this one now, these days from the market, you can buy proper ones that have been customized with their covers that you can use. Like it's really safe because some people use nylon and it's not advisable at all. And then some people use leaf. It's also very healthy. So I tried out this pouch. I saw online that some pouch are food safe. I don't know if this one is, but I was like, okay, let me try it out. Let me give it a try. when you are done mixing everything, you use maybe a measuring cup or a scooping spoon to pour your moi moi mixture into your tin, your can, or your pouch or your leaf, and add any protein of choice, your egg, your fish, your meat, sausages, whatsoever you want to use. Just use it to enhance the taste and flavor. So as you are doing this, when you're almost done, you put a pot of water on fire. When it starts boiling, then you put your moi moi inside and cover it tightly. Though I think as its pouch is like sealed properly, but please cover it properly tightly so that it can steam properly. Moi moi is all about steaming, even the leaf. If you have to use the leaves, yeah, you're steaming it. So, moment of truth, time to taste. So, if you look closely, this pouch, the seal, like it got, should I say glued, or it's like pulling off or something like that. So, I don't know how food safe it is, but yeah, I used it and I think it came out nice. I would say it came out nice. Please, if you've watched till this point, thank you, thank you. Remember to subscribe, like, share. See how yummy this moi moi looks. I guarantee you it also tastes nice and yummy. Oh yeah, what do you want to take with this? People take oat with moi moi, they use gari with moi moi, they use pap or custard with moi moi. Give me ideas. What else can you use to take this? If you've watched to this point, you can tell me what country you're watching from. I'll be glad to know. Thank you for watching.